Are you in a real estate business and find yourself bogged down with tasks that keep you from focusing on what truly matters, like closing deals and growing your business? Well, we have the perfect solution for you. Meet REI World Solutions Virtual Assistants. These are not just any virtual assistants. They are professionally trained, monitored, and managed to get the job done, allowing you to accelerate your business to new heights. Imagine having a dedicated assistant taking care of the things you either don't want to or don't have the time to do. Sounds like a dream, right? Here's what they can do for you. 1. Call or text prospects. Yes, they will do the prospecting for you, be it cold calling or texting, saving you a ton of time. 2. Gauge prospects for interest. They will contact and vet your entire list, identifying the prospects most likely to convert into customers. 3. Provide detailed lead information for follow-up. Once they pinpoint likely customers, you get notified in real time, allowing you to follow up immediately and close more deals. That's not all. These virtual assistants are real estate specialists with experience spanning real estate investors, property management companies, brokers, agents, and service providers. They are driven by core values of integrity, preparedness, stellar customer service, and a dedication to growth and learning daily. So why wait? Let the REI World Solutions Virtual Assistants be the backbone of your business, helping you scale and grow with meticulous attention to detail. Remember, with REI World Solutions Virtual Assistants, you're not just hiring help. You're building a culture rooted in mission and goal setting, a culture that stands tall on professionalism and a strong focus on customer service. REI World Solutions Virtual Assistants, your partner in achieving your business needs and goals. To get started with REI World Solutions Virtual Assistants today, visit moneyisfunnyshow.com/VA. That's moneyisfunnyshow.com/VA. It's time to take the leap towards a more prosperous business. REI World Solutions Virtual Assistants.
Are you a real estate investor looking for that perfect financial partner to fuel your property ventures? Or perhaps you're a lender eager to dive into a lucrative investment opportunity? Well, I have some exciting news for you. Introducing the United States Real Estate Investor Lending Program, the dynamic platform that bridges the gap between real estate investors and a network of private and hard money lenders, creating a win-win for everyone involved. Here's what you can look forward to. For investors, 1. Capital fuel. Get essential funding you need to make your property ventures a roaring success. 2. Financial partnership. Forge vital business relationships and step up your financial freedom game. For lenders, 1. Diversified investment portfolio. Lending to real estate investors not only diversifies your investment portfolio, but also potentially increases your overall returns while reducing risk. 2. Attractive returns. Enjoy higher interest rates compared to traditional lending options, giving you the potential for significant returns on your investment. 3. Access to qualified borrowers. Save time and effort in finding and vetting real estate investors. The platform connects you with a network of dedicated and experienced investors, increasing the likelihood of successful ventures. So, whether you're looking to request a deal funding or offer funding solutions as a lending partner, the United States Real Estate Investor Lending Program is your gateway to the world of opportunity and rewards delivered right to your email inbox. Ready to embark on a more prosperous real estate investing journey? Get started now. Visit moneyisfunnyshow.com/lending. That is moneyisfunnyshow.com/lending. Take your first step to a bigger bottom line with United States Real Estate Investor Lending. That is United States Real Estate Investor Lending.
Universe. Media. Network. 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 Network.
Welcome to Money is Funny, where we have a relaxed but important conversation about money and life and how we can make the best decision of both. I'm Michael Anthony, and that's
Armond Croom.
And today's topic is, do you need a business partner? How you go about picking a business partner, which the show will let you know how money is funny. Armond, how you doing, baby?
I'm doing really good. This is going to be an interesting topic today, business partners. I never like working with other people, so I'll be curious to see what Mike has to say about it on the subject, but I don't like working with business partners. I like working solo. You know, I have people I work with. I have 10 team members, but you know, I'm like the final decision. So, we'll see. But other than that, man, look, we just got through bringing my daughter back from the hospital. She's good now. Okay. We're on summer break, so everything is good. I can't complain. Ooh, and you, sir?
Do the kids play outside? Do you got the kids playing? Because you're from our generation. Do you make? I know it's different. Like our parents would treat us like dogs and be like, "You playing out all day." We were outside kids. We were never in the house during the summertime. Mama, can I get something to drink? Your drink was the faucet. You could drink out the faucet outside.
The hose. That was the Gatorade drink.
That was it. You can't be tracking these kids all through my house. You can't air condition the whole. I mean, that was our generation. We was outside kids during summertime. So I want to know, is your kids outside?
So I have to tell you,
your children right now.
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to say that no, we do not let our kids out of our sights. We got scared. We coddle. We coddle like big dogs. We saw. And it's so funny too, because me and my daughter just watched Goonies for the first time.
See, that's the epitome of an outside kid.
And she was like, look at all this freedom. Look at all this freedom. Why do I not get to do it? Look, they're riding their bikes all over Tarnation. My daughter's like, what? Right. And I'm like, but in our defense, we did have some kids in our old house that were her age. She wasn't interested in playing with them. So it was like, kids also
just keep going out to meet other kids, the ones that hang out and go on the adventure with. These kids found a map. They found a map and it was like, let's go to kids find a map today. They would be like, huh, what are those? They wouldn't understand on how they're like, can I GPS this? Can I GPS One-Eyed Willie? There's no way they can find.
But I would tell you, it's a barren desert out there as far as kids. Kids are just not out playing like that. So like you seen your kid outside to play, they'll be the only kid out there hot.
And then I guess you don't want to have the only kid outside skipping rope by themselves. They're like, that kid is crazy.
Yeah, so they be text messaging each other, this, that, and the other. We have play dates. Trust me, especially my kids, they live in a great life. If that is the one thing that they got to go to therapy over in the future, we cool, we good.
Well, this is a good segue talking about playing with others. Let's talk about business and with others, partnering up. And today's guest is
Mike Descher. And he is a veteran, an entrepreneur. He's owned and exited 5 companies in computer and apparel retail, manufacturing and import-export. He is currently the founder and owner of Media Group Promotions. And so I cannot wait to get, hopefully I said his last name right. See, now I got to ask him, did I say his name right? I should have asked him before. So hopefully he's like, yes, or I'm horrible. So
I don't know if you said his name right, and if he played outside as a kid, and we'll find out.
I guarantee you, Mike played outside as a kid. He definitely, and he's a veteran too. He did a lot of. First of all, I need to know what Navy, Air Force. Like I need Army. Like it depends on what he says is whether or not I'm gonna like him. So let's bring him on. Hold on a second. Hey, Mike.
Hey guys, hi Armond, and yes, you did get my name right.
Yes.
Way to go, public school. Way to go.
What?
You're a veteran of what?
Well, you did get that wrong. I am not a veteran.
Oh, you're a veteran entrepreneur.
Unless you count, I'm a veteran entrepreneur, but unless
okay.
Military
see?
Now, I did go to military school.
And
veteran entrepreneur, just be doing it, just
it's like what I do,
and
always just going from entrepreneurship to the next.
And to Mike's credit, that would be really a random credit just to throw in there. They're like, "Hi, I'm Michael Anthony. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm also a black belt in jiu-jitsu." There's no reason for me to talk about that. There's no reason to bring up but either way, appreciate your service, Mike. Thanks for coming in. Did you play outside? Did you play outside?
Oh, yeah. We didn't have TV or internet. I mean, there were dinosaurs to play with and all kinds of animals like that. We had a round can we'd kick around. It's fun.
Called Kick the Can.
All the kids in the neighborhood went out and, all our parents cared about was make sure you get home before the streetlights come on.
That's still accurate. That's still accurate. That's still very accurate.
That,
Yeah,
that was the gig. So
absolutely.
Growing up in Arkansas, my favorite game was mud daubling fight, and because they were always building homes, and so they'd have mounds of dirt, and we go out there and we would throw dirt at each other, but they were like little dirt clods, and we throw it, be playing tag. It'd be war out there, and the only problem with it is every once in a while a rock would be inside the dirt.
And that just makes you tougher. That makes you tougher. Nowadays, kids would be like, I can't go outside. I have a mud allergy.
Yeah, I can't get dirty. I'll get my Nikes wet.
I can't go outside.
Like my son, I got my Jordans on. I can't go out.
And this is how you learn. You should not wear your best shoes when you're playing mud, whatever game our mom was talking about.
You didn't play that, huh, Mike?
No.
I was always the kid that was trying to figure out how to make a buck. I was the lemonade stand kid, or the whatever was going on. If I could find a way to sell it or move it or something, that's what I was doing.
Awesome.
So I got a question for you, sir. Where did you grow up? In the South, North, East, West?
Well, I grew up in Los Angeles and Hawaii. Oh,
so you did not play the dirt fight then? No.
Well, kind of did, because the part of LA that I lived in was in the middle of nowhere, and they were building houses around it. So all we had to do was to ride bikes in little dirt mounds and play army and get muddy and all that crap. So yeah,
my kind of guy.
Yeah,
I like this, Mike.
We did that, and then my family's from Texas and Arkansas, so they grew up that way.
See, this Mike is way better. I need a trade. All right. Well, then let's talk about business partnerships and all that. You sir have been in different businesses, and I would love to hear what you have to say about this.
Well, I used to call myself a serial entrepreneur until I couldn't stand that word anymore because everybody was overusing it. So I like to think of myself as a business person.
So what is the actual term of serial entrepreneur?
Yeah, that's somebody that's working on way too many businesses all at the same time and can't think about doing anything else other than creating business or helping people create business. I even do it now. I'm a mentor at College William and Mary for their entrepreneurship program.
That sounds like any actor, entertainer in LA. When I go to town, like, I'm an artist. I'm like, oh, okay, what does that mean? I work at Target. I'm a singer. I'm a writer. I'm a director. I'm also a dancer. I'm like, oh, what are you making a living at? Oh, I work at Marshall's. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
just say you're a salesperson and you have a lot of hobbies.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. People used to say, so you do what? And I say, I don't know. Just call me a Renaissance man. I don't know. Whatever it is. I'll do whatever you need.
So the topic is about business partners. How do you feel about picking a business partner? How would you approach picking a business partner? Let's try to convince Armand business partners could be a good thing.
Okay. So, hey, Armand, depending on your business, and I've heard a lot about your business, and it would appear that you could use a partner for a lot of different things. But the problem is you probably hate partners. So you're afraid they're going to steal from you. They're going to cheat you. They're going to take your business. They're going to not work hard and want everything else, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's the deal most people have. But doesn't mean that you shouldn't have a partner. What you really need to have before you have a partner is a lawyer. And I don't care if you're going into business with your brother, your sister, your father, your uncle, your best friend, your wife, anybody else, first thing you got to do is stop by a lawyer so everybody stays friends. And you draw up a partnership agreement and you put all the legalities down and you think of everything you would do just like you would do an estate plan.
Just so funny. We were just talking about our mutual best friend as a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Call Alex up.
All my friends are accountants or lawyers, one or the other. I don't know how I seem to attract them.
Okay, so now that you've got this lawyer, acquired a lawyer, and then now how would you go about picking a partner?
It depends on why you want a partner. Is always the question. Why would you want to have a partner? Most of the time, from what I've seen in training other entrepreneurs, I'll call it that, or consulting with other people that are wanting to start a business, you usually take on a partner because you're missing some part of expertise that you don't have.
Okay.
And I can give you kind of an example of that. My business is Media Group Promotions. We've been around 20 years. And we're probably one of the only companies in the United States that has no employees. So everybody that we work with is a contract employee. And we started out that way. There were 5 of us that had this same idea of what we were going to do, and decided that, at first it was, let's form an LLC. No, let's form a corporation. Let's form an S corporation. Let's talk to a lawyer. You go up and down and around. How are we going to split the partnership up? What's going to be? And we all decided we should all be sole proprietorships. You run your business your way. I'll run my business my way. As we need each other's expertise, we'll share it back and forth. And the golden part of it was when we needed expertise, we could hire the best people. So I didn't have to have an employee that maybe wasn't real good. So for instance, a big part of our business is doing trade shows, building trade show booths and that for companies. And to do that, you need a lot of expertise. You might need a graphic artist, but you need a graphic artist who can do 3D renderings. Okay. And then you need another graphic artist that can do video, and another graphic artist that can do 2-dimension stuff. And there's very few of them that can do all of it. So rather than me having employees wasting time, I hire the best of the best, pay them more money than they would normally get, and I get the best work out of them. When our project's done, they go work with somebody else until I need them again.
Okay.
So I don't need partners, but I call those people partners. When you're thinking about partners in a traditional sense, like Armand, you might be thinking about, this is somebody you're going to go into business with. You're going to sit next to each other at a desk and exchange ideas and grow the business and all that. And as it starts to grow, you're going to have to take on other partners also, whether you like it or not. Those partners are your accountants, your lawyers, your consultants, your advisors, your real estate brokers to look for property wherever you're going to be if you need it. All of those other things that you build a business out of. So your question, Michael, is how do you find a partner? Same way you find a friend.
Okay.
In my opinion, who is it? You either seek out talent, like you go on LinkedIn and you find the best of the best and see if they want to get involved with you, or you talk to your friends. If you know somebody, respect somebody, you're in the service with somebody, you respect them, you know them, you trust them, is probably the biggest thing. Do you trust them? You gotta trust your partners.
Got it. So a lot of just like normally, like finding a friend, a referral, you hung out, you bumped into somebody and you meshed well and you had a chemistry with them. You also had mentioned that you don't really have, well, the best way to have a business partner is you finding someone that has an expertise that you necessarily lack.
Right. And you share the profits with them.
And that makes perfect sense, because that means when you have, you look at something like Rockefeller the hip hop group.
I'm aware.
You had Jay-Z, you had the businessman, you had the talent, which was Jay-Z. He was also a business partner, but he also had Damon Dash, which was a other partner, but he was more of a money man and magic. And then they had Biggs, which was the guy completely behind the scenes that no one ever really saw. No one really knew who he was. And they had a partnership. And I think they was able to expedite the services that they would need. All right, we're going to do a club here. Who's going to perform? Jay-Z, obviously. Who's going to be the money man? Who's going to be in there? Who's going to be touching? Because I feel like with certain businesses, there's always the guy that's doing the negotiating.
Yep.
Whereas it feels like the guy that's kind of the face of the companies never really do the negotiating, because they feel like negotiating can get kind of for lack of words, it could get ugly. It can get a little ugly. And they
got a little larceny in their soul.
Yeah. There you go.
So I imagine, and basically keeping with his example, the reason why you might want to form a partnership in the beginning is because you don't really have the money to hire someone to do what you can't do. And so they're basically going in at the ground floor, helping you to build if you need that. And then therefore that's why you need the lawyer and get all that in contact. And you have this expertise and I have this expertise, and we're both trying to get this off the ground, so forth and so forth. And then voila, partnership is formed. Yeah.
So you're dividing it out, really. So let's say you're the creative guy, or Michael, you're the creative guy, and I'm the operational guy. I know how to make stuff move from one place to another. And Armond, you're the graphic artist. So the three of us all have to work together as a team to get anything to happen. But we got separate mindsets and separate things that we bring to the party to make it all happen. So,
and then we set goals for each other and as for the team for us to do. And then I guess quarterly we'll do a reevaluation. All right, did we meet the quota for these things that we're going to get done? And then we could just then judge how far as this partnership could go. Because if everyone's not pulling their weight, we have to let some people go, right?
Yeah, which is another good lesson. You never go into a partnership 50-50. Somebody's got to have control, right? So if we were all going to go in a business together, we wouldn't go in at 33 1/3%. You know,
right?
Put that out. I'd have 34%, and you guys would have 33 point whatever.
Wait, so you can get rid of me whenever you want to, Mike? Is that what it is? Oh, you're trying to get rid of me whenever you want to because you like the other Mike better. I see how it is.
It happens all the time. So I used to work at Apple Computer for a while, and from 97 till about 2006, something like that. And if you remember Steve Jobs,
yep,
way back when, remember he started a company and then the board of directors threw him out.
Yep.
So that's why you want to own most of the company.
Got it. And that's back to the Rockefeller Jay-Z situation. Jay was able to buy pretty much Dame out of Rockefeller, and Dame hasn't been able to really rebound since then.
That's right.
Doesn't have the talent.
And this happens all the time.
Yeah, and especially in music, it happens almost every time.
Right.
At one point or another, because you're starting with an artist, and majority of artists, I won't say all of them, but the majority don't have a lot of business acumen on their own,
right?
Or the granularity of it,
right?
Legal stuff. Now, that's why they have good lawyers and good accountants and all that. It's not their thing.
So, but if you were starting a business today, Mike, you would not be looking for a partner, right? You'd be doing it on your own and hire it all out, correct?
Having known what I know now, I mean, there are two things. When we started doing everything remote. So we're probably one of the longest companies that has always been working remotely. We've got 3,800 people in our company, actually, that I call them part of the Rolodex, right? Old school term to it, but that's kind of what it is. Because if I need to have a particular person that does a particular thing, I can find one. And not only do I find them, I find the best one. Okay. So I wouldn't have employees because I don't want to pay employee tax. I don't want to have them come into an office because I don't want to pay for the office. And I want to hire people that are the best at what they're at to do what I need done. So then I'm delivering a quality product for the client. And I can do it at the cheapest price because I don't have all that extra overhead expense.
Right.
It's like when the trade show business went to put, and because there wasn't any convention centers to go hold a trade show. We didn't do any business for 2 years because all those convention centers were closed down. We continued to do business in other areas, promotional products and apparel and all the other stuff that would go along with it, printing. But there wasn't anything to do. And a lot of my competition, unfortunately, just went out of business because they had 100,000 square foot warehouses and they had 50, 60 employees and no income. So they just couldn't keep it up. Right. So it depends on the end goal of your business. Also, a lot of people want to start a business, get in, get out, sell it, start another one, make money and do that. And some are good at it. It's very few, but some are good at it. And other people want to go into business because they have a passion and they just love it, which is really, I think, personally, the way you should go into business.
And I think those businesses that's built off of passion last the longest.
They last the longest. And the people that you want to surround yourself with, whether they're a partner or a contractor or whatever, you want them to have the same passion.
Can't you just have a passion for making money, though, Mike?
Is it what?
Can't you just have a passion for making money? There's two sides of this argument of, you should do your passion, and my passion is baking cookies, versus do something that you're good at. It may not be like your passion, but like you're really good at it, and you can make a lot of money doing it.
Yeah, well, it's like since I was a little kid, you kind of hit it on the head. My passion, if I allow myself to drill down into it, is making money. When I was a little kid, I used to like to collect coins in books, right? and do that. And it wasn't because I was interested in what the dates on the coins were and all that. So when I knew when I had a book, I had $11. If I could sell that to somebody and make 15, I was even happier.
Yeah,
I've loved money since I was a little kid. I think it's ingrown. I mean, they would give me $2. I would hold on to that $2 for years. I'm like, that $2 is mine. They'd be like, oh, do you want to buy some bubble gum? Nope. I want to save.
It does not mean I don't like spending money.
No.
I
Now,
do like to do that.
But I like saving though too.
How do you and Mike, when you get this business partner and you guys are really vibing and you both have this passion for something, how do you prevent the passion and this business partner coming too much of a friendship? Is it okay to be friends with your business partner?
Sure, but it's also very important to communicate. Having a business partner is the same as when you're looking for a spouse or some kind of life partner. If you're not honest with them, if you don't keep your communication open, it isn't going to last long.
Okay.
If you think a divorce is expensive, imagine what a divorce with a business is like. It cost Jeff Bezos $60 billion.
Now you can see why Mike was yelling at me about having a shiny face. He's always been honest with me.
That's why we was cheaper to keep her.
That's
It's
right.
cheaper to keep her.
Am I the her in this?
So, no. So when you say to keep it like a relationship and be honest. So even when, like, say, we've seen a lot of shows like Successions and all these business shows and Mad Men and all that. So you see people having, their business partners go out and acquire other people's business or try to do deals with them behind each other's back. That's a big no-no, right?
Yeah, generally, except in some industries. I find it kind of funny. If you're a stockbroker, what you do on your own, you're kind of an individual contractor. Even if you work, if you work for Merrill Lynch or something like that, you're building a book of business. You're building clients. You're getting clients with you, and that is what creates your wealth, because you can take that and go to another company and take all your clients with you. Which in most companies that would be a sin, and
I've done that before.
Everybody's done it.
Of course. And,
but I've never had a partner, especially in my industry. I've never had to deal with a partner. I have people who I vibe with, kind of like me and Mike's relationship, or other financial advisors who we bounce ideas off of. But in our work, and I take that back. In our world, we have to partner up with like a OSJ or a governing body that makes sure that we are compliant, doing all the right things. So, that sort of is a partnership in a sense, a necessary evil, but not like another financial advisor. Just never had to do that. But keeping with what you're saying, I 1099 my employees too. And I have people who contract out that help me to take care of my clients. And the same thing, I have a Rolodex of people that I pull off when I need estate planning or taxes or whatever the case may be. And we work together for a little bit to get whatever we need to get done. And then we go off in our own separate corners, running our own business. And I just find that to be the most effective possible way. I've seen other financial advisors partner up and be like, hey, I'll do the investments, you do the insurance. It's just kind of unnecessary in my opinion. But the way you brought it up earlier today, as far as, or at least I kind of brought it home, I guess, a little bit. If I don't have any money and we're both trying to get something off the ground, and Mike is, very good at X and I'm very good at Y, and we can just kind of come together like Voltron and be a good solid unit, it may move a little bit faster if it vibes and if the marriage works. But like you said, you have to get contracts in order. You need to communicate very well, and just maybe have the same kind of work ethic. I don't know, or at least the same vision of where you guys are going in the long run.
Yep, it's true. And yeah, partners are good for a lot of people. I've had partners in past businesses, and it's been okay where we shared expertise. But the only reason they worked was because we had really good agreements. If I decide I want to leave, or I drop dead, or you drop dead, or anything happens, here's what's going to happen. You're going to owe me this much, or I'm going to owe you that much, and you stay friends and you shake hands and you go on with your life.
Sounds easy. Sounds easy, but difficult.
It is easy. It is easy. Prior planning prevents piss poor performance.
I like that. I like that. One more question before we let you go, Mike. So, in terms of bringing up the analogy about the relationship and marriage, does business relationship partners have a more of a success rate than marriages? Because marriages fail and a lot of divorces. Is the success rate higher with business partners, or they just as?
I don't know. I'd have to ask Dr. Google about that.
Okay.
If I was a guessing man, a lot of businesses don't work out. So just off the sheer fact that a lot of businesses don't work, I would have to say probably business partnership don't work out more than business marriage.
I think it's damn near equal, because if you can't hold a marriage together, you probably can't hold a business together.
This is why you're the veteran. This is why you're the veteran. Mike, thank you so much for being our guest today. If people have any more questions on how they get a hold of you in the media group, how can they get in touch with you?
The best thing to do is go to mediagrouppromotions.com, or if you forget my name, it's on the screen there. You can just Google my name, and I come up on about 20 pages, and you'll find me through one of them.
Awesome.
Media Group Promotions, we had actually just recently changed the name. It's always been Media Group, but because the guy wouldn't sell me the URL, it used to be -consulting.com. So promotions finally came up, which is what we do, is we help promote businesses.
Perfect.
So we changed to mediagrouppromotions.com.
Awesome.
And I'm just Mike at mediagrouppromotions.com.
Easy peasy.
Easy.
Squeezy. Thank you so much, Mike. Appreciate it. Guys, if you like our show, you'd like to hear more about finances, tune in next week. We'll be talking a little bit more about business partners and how to go about picking them. And if you want to find me, I'll be at The Real Mike Jones on IG, and you can find Armand at
CroomFinancial.com and The Financial Effect. Look me up.
Thanks for listening to Money is Funny. Take care, guys. Tune in next week.
Music by Stream Beats.